I don't want to get in trouble for not sharing this dream. It's not a political one, but it seems to be one of warning. Now, the way this dream went, I was walking, it looked like the zoo or something, with my dad and my son, and my dad was walking ahead, and I was walking a little bit ahead of my son. My son's 11 years old. Um, and then he said he needed to go to the bathroom. So I slowed down to go back towards him, and my dad kept walking, right? Oh, I had an eyelash. Anyway, so as I'm approaching my son, someone grabs him and takes him to a car. Now, I'm Liam Neeson at this point. Like, we not doing this. So I follow somehow and get my son somehow, but I'm in this restaurant now, right? Now, this is the part that I feel was the actual warning. And because it didn't feel like a nightmare, like I didn't wake up like with my heart throbbing or whatever, um, I'm getting the feeling that this is definitely a PSA, kind of a warning for people to be on the lookout because of this. Okay, so I'm in the restaurant and I'm talking to this older woman. It was like a Mexican restaurant or something. Um, and it's not that part that's the point. The point was, I'm talking to this woman and she says something to the effect of this is happening more and more. And the reason why I'm in a restaurant is because it was a food delivery driver, like Uber Eats, GrubHub, etc., etc., etc. So it was one of them that grabbed my son, and that she was saying is basically how people are doing it now, right? Because with like Lyft drivers or Uber drivers, it's easy now, especially with all the tracking and stuff, to see the start and the end of a drive or whatever. But with food delivery drivers, they have nothing to do with children and transporting people. So apparently, in the dream, they are not, you know, the usual suspect, right? Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying all food delivery drivers are bad or anything like that, because I used to be one. So, hey, what I am saying is one of the reasons given for the rise or spike of these kidnappings slash traffickings happening is because of the economy, because of how hard things have gotten. People make more money. And I could feel like, I was gonna say, like, as she was saying it, I could feel like the regret of the person doing it, but also the need to do it to make money to take care of their own family. So, I don't understand humans. I really don't. I don't understand humans. Like, you'll do whatever you can to take care of your own family, including tearing apart another person's family. I don't understand humans. But so the PSA part of this is to keep your eyes on your kids and to be aware of people who don't belong in your building, people who don't belong in your neighborhood, because they are now, or at least in the dream, they're now scoping out neighborhoods to find these children and children, young women, those different things. So that feels like the warning. That feels like the warning to be paying attention to this, because the the food delivery drivers would not be suspect, because they'd be delivering food and people would allow them in buildings and whatnot, never blinking an eye if they're carrying a DoorDash bag or something like that. So that's the warning. The warning is to be aware of everyone around you, especially when there are children present and around. It feels like the economy is going to drive people to do things that will compromise their own integrity and their own personal karma, but they'll be thinking about the present and not their future. So I don't want to go to bed without doing what I feel like I have to do, which is to share this with you guys, to warn the 5 or 6 of you who will see this video. And of the 5 or 6 of you who will see this video, none of you will share it. So I did my job.